Some incredible PlayStation 2 games that were totally forgotten in time. So if you like to play some classic PlayStation 2 games, this video may be really useful for you. So let me know it. Click on the like button, subscribe for more, and leave your comments. That will help me a lot. Thank you, and let's go.
That is good. If indeed you are the one who was destined to come here, I think you are ready for the discarmer.
Discarmer?
Yes, the battle shield of the gods, which can be used only by one who knows the true meaning of battle.
Rygar the Legendary Adventure is an interesting hack-and-slash developed by Team Tachyon, Tecmo, and Koei Tecmo, and released in 2002 to PlayStation 2, and later on Nintendo Wii. The game works in a way similar to the first God of War games, but believe it or not, it was released before of the first God of War, and surely was an inspiration in many aspects back then. It's set in an action-adventure style, with a hack-and-slash combat system. In the game the player will face multiple mythological enemies, with a razor-spinning shield that's attached to him, and works just like the blades of Kratos, and despite this game is not as famous as God of War, it's an excellent game to play to this day if you're a fan of this style.
Undead riders! Go, go, go! If we can get to the Darkwatch outpost, we can get some help. And we have to warn them that Lazarus is loose.
Darkwatch is a unique FPS game released in 2005 to PlayStation 2 and Xbox, and it was developed by High Moon Studios and released by Capcom. The game's set in a dark and dangerous universe, mixing horror, western style, and steampunk. What makes it really unique and absolutely immersive? In the game, you're a supernatural bounty hunter, and in this world you gotta face multiple supernatural beings, especially vampires, all that with many different weapons, through a lot of different places, since caves, open-air areas, to insane and dangerous ruins, all that with a lot of charisma and personality, being really immersive and well done. And the game in the end features good mechanics, a dark universe, and a unique experience. Extermination is an original and immersive survival horror released in 2001 only on PlayStation 2, and it was developed by the studio Deep Space. The game is set in an American secret facility located in Antarctica. Your squadron receives a distress call from the mentioned base, called Fort Stewart. The distress call requests an immediate airstrike on the base, but after a problem, your team will be stuck there. Then you must try all you can to survive and overcome the dangerous situation you're all in. This is one of those survival horror games that's better be extremely careful about the enemies. They are strong and relentless, and the game won't give you infinite ammo, really the opposite actually, so it's better to avoid them when you can. If you try to fight everyone, your ammo will run out really fast. God Hand is an charismatic 3D beat-em-up game. It was developed by the studio Clover Studio and released in 2006 to PlayStation 2 and PlayStation 3 later. The game's got many fans that absolutely love the game to this day, but I still feel like most of the players don't really know this game. What is sad, it's a very good game, but it's stuck on PlayStation 2 and 3. It's all set in a sorta western-like universe and works like any other beat-em-up. You are in a place filled with enemies. As you beat them and advance, more will show up, and there's a lot of enemy types. What's fun, you can use the standard fight and also use items in the stages to hit the enemies, all that with a lot of charisma. So if you're searching for a good PlayStation 2 game to play in 2025, try it out. It's really fun.
Those guys are cake.
Not to mention, much sexier than you.
Well, your sexy little friends. They're coming for a dance.
They're still sexier than you are.
Beyond Good and Evil is an insane action-adventure game developed by Ubisoft back then when Ubisoft was among the best ones, and it was released in 2003 to PlayStation 2, Microsoft Windows, Xbox, and GameCube, but today it's available in the new platforms too, so if you decide to play it, the new version shall be really interesting for you. Just a few people knew this game on PlayStation 2, and it was among the best ones of the console for me. It's set in an extremely interesting world. You're Jade, a reporter that's also a martial arts fighter, and she's trying to solve a conspiration about aliens in the planet, and so it starts. It's a beautiful game, with a nice gameplay and a good story. It's linear in some parts and kinda open in others, and is extremely charismatic to the very end, so I highly recommend you to play.
Well, looky here, a new friend.
What? Why? Oh my God! He's coming! Ah!
Siren, or Forbidden Siren, is an strange and absolutely interesting survival horror game that is also mixed with some strategy features too. It was developed by Sony and released in 2006 to PlayStation 2, but it's also available on PlayStation 3, 4, and 5 nowadays, so it's easier to play in the new consoles, and it's an excellent game if you enjoy unique and different games. It tells the story of a remote rural village set in the mountains of Japan. After a secret and bizarre ritual by the inhabitants of that village, it'll all be divided in time and space, and nothing will be the same anymore. Through the game you control many survivors, trying all you can to avoid the attention of the people of the ritual, and all the experience is extremely immersive and scary. I highly recommend you to try it.
Before I ruled, the Roman Empire's invasion of the free world, led by the Emperor Tiberius, mercilessly spread towards our land. We watched helplessly as Athens fell. Send their souls to me.
Spartan Total Warrior is an excellent hack-and-slash game. It was developed by Creative Assembly and released in 2005 to Nintendo GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox, and it's one of those games that mix the old real Greece also with the mythological part of the old Greece, and it's one of the best games of PlayStation 2 in this style. The gameplay of Spartan Total Warrior is really fun, with combat against soldiers to combat against creatures from the mythology, including some really good boss fights. What makes the experience with the game extremely fun to play from the start to the end, so if you missed it in the past and have the access to the game on a PlayStation 2, GameCube, the original Xbox, or an emulator, it's really fun to play.
We've got to keep them away from the gates.
They mustn't get into the city.
This lever opens the portcullis, so our Spartan reinforcements can get through.
King Leonidas is joining the battle. Watch his back!
Here they come! Looks like a whole legion.
Push them off the walls! Don't let them breach the gates!
Gun is an insane open-world game set in a western United States. If you like Red Dead Redemption, and would like to play something in the same style on PlayStation 2, this is the game. We also have Red Dead Revolver on PlayStation 2, but it's totally different of Red Dead Redemption. Gun is kinda similar, and it was developed by Neversoft, Activision, and released in 2005 to PlayStation 2, Xbox, GameCube, PC, and later on PSP. The game is set in a beautiful and immersive western universe with a good gameplay and fun characters. To fight the enemies you can do it in different ways, with different guns, which there's a lot in the game. Use knives, even use enemies as human cover, what is really fun too, and even play being stealthy when you can. So if you want to try something different in the style of Red Dead, this is a good one.
Get his goal!
Please stay here until I get back.
Kuon is a unique survival horror developed by the famous studio From Software and released in 2004 to PlayStation 2. The game is set in a grisly universe. In the start of the game the player must choose a level. There are two in the start, the one of Ian, a girl, and her sister that goes to the manor in search of their missing father, a famous exorcist called Doman, and the level of Yang, one of the rare exorcist disciples of Doman. When you complete both of the levels, a third level will be unlocked, the one that depicts an exorcist master called Abe no Saimai, and will connect more the stories of the game. The gameplay is kinda similar to the original Resident Evil games, with a lot of charisma and personality, something we can always expect from a From Software game.
Where did this come from?
But I think we'll find out soon enough.
It's me. It's all me. I am best. Bestest guard. Without me, no guarding. All rubbish guarding.
Timesplitters is one of my favorite, or even my favorite first-person shooter game of PlayStation 2. The game was developed by Free Radical Design and released in 2000 to PlayStation 2, but today it's available on PS4 too, and the game got two sequels, Timesplitters 2 and Future Perfect, that are also available on Xbox beyond PlayStation, but the original game only on PlayStation. And it's one of those games that is impossible don't have fun, especially playing with a friend in the split screen. The most interesting thing about this series for me is that each one of the levels are unique, cause it's about time travel, so in a level you're in a futuristic stage, the other one you are in a western universe, and the other in horror-like levels with a lot of guns and unique features of each stage, what is extremely fun.
Hello, lady.
Callus started the countdown. We gotta get to the missile fast.
Those are the games, guys. Let me know if you liked it. I can always make more videos like this one, so support me by liking the video, subscribing and even leaving a comment. Well, thank you so much for that, and so long.